Los Angeles' new district attorney, George Gascon, has announced that enforcing the law is racist. To fight systemic racism, George Gascon is dropping prosecutions and cutting inmate sentences.
My office will begin an unprecedented effort to reevaluate and resentence thousands of cases. Racism and the death penalty in our country are inextricably intertwined. The reality is that the death penalty does not make us safer. It is racist, it's morally untenable, it's irreversible and expensive. And beginning today, it's off the table in LA County.
To demonstrate his commitment to, quote, anti-racism, Gascon made a big show of cutting ties with the California District Attorneys Association. According to Gascon, the group is just too white. It doesn't have enough people of color. But according to the head of the California District Attorneys Association, Vern Pierson, Gascon hasn't been a member for a terribly long time. Vern Pierson joins us now. Vern, is this a devastating blow for your organization to have Mr. Gascon abandoning it?
Well, no, it's not. And the reason is he's no more able to resign from our association than that I'm able to resign from the starting lineup of the Giants. He is not a member of the association, nor has he been a member of the association since October of 2019, when he quit his job as district attorney of San Francisco. It's important to note the hypocrisy here. I mean, he is raising this issue and in the context of a publicity stunt, really. Right. A few weeks ago, we filed an amicus brief in LA County in support of a lawsuit that alleged that he was violating the law. He, the chief prosecutor in LA County, was alleged to be violating the law. Last week, the judge sided with us and the deputy DAs in LA in that lawsuit. And then here a week later, he supposedly resigns from our very diverse association in protest when he hasn't been a member for years.
Now, just to be clear on that then, why isn't he a laughingstock in California? As you say, it's an obvious stunt. You know, it's like you resigning from the Giants. It's like me resigning from the UN Security Council. Why isn't everybody just making him a completely ridiculous figure in Californian public life?
Well, I think that's happening very quickly. It's important. Let's take a quick step back. He was appointed district attorney in San Francisco in 2011. By 2019, when he resigned, property crimes were up by 50%. Violent crimes were up significantly. He was so unpopular when he resigned from San Francisco, it was impossible for him to be reelected. In fact, when he moved to LA and then ran for district attorney, backed by a handful of billionaires, that, including George Soros, that funded his campaign, the mayor, the African-American mayor of San Francisco, London Breed, supported his opponent. So now what we're seeing is that it took 7, 8 years for the people of San Francisco to really turn on Mr. Gascon. And in just a very short period of time in LA, the people are turning on him, and there's a recall effort that's already forming to recall him.
Yeah, let's hope that works. I don't think there are, even in California, I don't think there are enough counties for a failure like this guy to keep moving to. Thank you very much for that, Vern, and great to have the word from you. He's resigning. It's like a variation of the old Groucho Marx line, not caring to belong to a group that would have him as a member. In this case, he isn't a member, but he's resigning on principle for it anyway. Great stuff, Vern.